So you will hear things, rhythms, and things that sound like galloping of horses. Maybe we're in the desert. Maybe we're somewhere moving fast. There's a chase. At times you're going to hear the brass sort of call back and forth to each other, almost like you can imagine people on horses across a distance calling out to each other with a bugle or something. Another time you're going to hear what sounds like rambling. It's usually in the woodwinds. It's these solos that just sort of spin on and on as if you've come across a new person that you're having a conversation with, and they're just telling you story after story. The second movement really has sort of scene changes much more frequently than the first. Both of the movements are introduced by a violin solo. The violin is to represent this woman named Scheherazade, who is actually telling these stories to a sultan who is quite foreboding, and he is represented at the very opening of what we're going to play for you with a fanfare by mostly the brass but also other instruments, and it sounds very dark and scary and uneasy. And after that, we have these beautiful woodwind chords that open up to the violin representing Scheherazade. So the violin solo acts as a framework to remind the audience that she's actually telling these stories to him. We're going to perform the third and the fourth movements at concerts later this year, so that by the end of the school year they will have performed the entire Scheherazade, which is very cool. So, a reminder, no applause please between the two movements. At the end of the second movement, I will motion for the soloists to stand, so we can applaud the soloists, and then I'll have everyone stand up for applause. Thank you, and please enjoy Rimsky-Korsakov's Scheherazade.